Hello everybody. In the last class, I have already discussed about the general discussion on the metabolic pathway. Now, today I will discuss about the introductory part of Shikimic acid pathway. So, what is that Shikimic acid pathway? That is that I have already discussed, and now it is nothing but a metabolic pathway for the biosynthesis of aromatic amino acids. Aromatic amino acid, you know that these three phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan are being produced by the biosynthesis of biosynthesis in the metabolic pathway. Thus, shikimic acid is a key intermediate because it is formed in between. That is why they are called. It is called shikimic acid pathway. It is the key intermediate from carbohydrate biosynthesis. Carbohydrate biosynthesis means it is nothing but the photosynthesis. So in the carbohydrate biosynthesis of C6C3 unit, that is phenylpropane derivatives. Then this shikimic acid is generally found in plants, fungi, bacteria, but not in animal. The biosynthetic precursor for shikimic acid. Biosynthetic precursor for shikimic acid means how this shikimic acid is being formed and what are the precursors so that shikimic acid is produced in between the pathway. Starting material is phosphoenol pyruvate. Phosphoenol pyruvate, how it is being formed? It is formed by the process of glycolysis. Glycolysis, you know that glycolysis is formed or it is a process of the breakdown of carbohydrates. And second one is erythrose 4-phosphate, that is formed by pentose phosphate pathway. Pentose phosphate pathway and phosphoenol pyruvate, these are the two starting materials for the formation of shikimic acid, and that is why shikimic acid, that justifies that shikimic acid is pathway it is named as. Then nitrogen from other amino acid also they are being coming into picture, that glutamate, glycine, serine, they are also produced. Next we can see that what is the role of this shikimic acid pathway, means what is the use of shikimic acid pathway, because so many things happen during this process of shikimic acid pathway. It is the key metabolic pathway. Key metabolic pathway means it is the starting material in the biosynthesis of aromatic amino acids like tyrosine, phenylalanine and tryptophan. Ultimately you will say that through shikimic acid pathway these aromatic amino acids are being formed. Next is your starting point in the biosynthesis of some phenolics. How? Phenylalanine and tyrosine are the precursors used in the biosynthesis of phenylpropanoids. So these two are phenylalanine and tyrosines are the precursors which are being used in the biosynthesis of phenylpropanoids. Then these phenylpropanoids are used to produce flavonoids, coumarins, tannins and lignins. You see, step by step for these phenylalanine and tyrosine are the precursors used in the biosynthesis of phenylpropanoids. Again, these phenylpropanoids are used to produce flavonoids, coumarins, tannins and lignins. Likewise, gallic acid, how is it, where from it is coming or where from it is formed? Gallic acid is found from the tannins, like tannogallic acid, like this. Gallic acid biosynthesis by the process of gallic acid biosynthesis. Gallic acid is formed from 3-hydroshikimate or shikimic acid. 3-hydroshikimate. You see this shikimate or shikimic acid, from shikimic acid gallic acid is also formed, means tannin is also this tannin. This gallic acid is coming from tannins. Other compounds, for the formation of other compounds, this chemic acid is a precursor for indole and indole derivatives. Indoles, how? This indoles means maybe indole and indole derivatives. See, this indole is coming from the alkaloids. Indole alkaloids is there, like your this one Rolfia, etc. Many alkaloids and other aromatic metabolites are also formed by the chemic acid pathway. In the pharmaceutical industry, the chemic acid from Chinese star anise, Illicium verum, is used as a base material for the production of oseltamivir, that is Tamiflu. Then we will discuss about the chemic acid pathway. This phosphoenol pyruvic acid and erythrose 4-phosphate, these are the two starting materials, or these are the two precursors. Phosphoenol pyruvic acid is coming from the photosynthesis process or glycolysis process, and next one is your erythrose 4-phosphate or pentose phosphate. These are the starting materials, and with the combination of these two by aldol condensation form 2-keto 3-deoxy 7-phospho-D-glucoheptonic acid. You see that this is the acid group, and this is formed by the combination of these two starting material. These are two precursors. By aldol condensation, this compound is formed, and by cyclization, this is formed 3-dehydroquinic acid. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the cyclic formation or cyclic compound, or you can say cyclic structure of this compound. After the cyclization, this cycle formed, and this water is being out, or it is being out, forming 3-dehydrochemic acid, and ultimately chemic acid is formed. Due to the formation of this chemic acid pathway starts. So now from this chemic acid coming chemic acid 3-phosphate. You see, chemic acid 3-phosphate. This is the 1, 2, and 3 position, 3-phosphate, and then again with the combination of phosphoenol pyruvic acid, formation of 5-enol pyruvyl chemic acid 3-phosphate. You see the structure. Then by the out of, or it is our phosphate group is out, then forming corysmic acid. Corysmic acid. From corysmic acid, one enzyme is, earlier we have discussed that without an enzymatic action, these things cannot be happen. This reaction is incomplete without any enzymatic reaction, or enzymatic without the interference means it acts as a catalyst. Anthranilate synthase. From the corysmic acid, anthranylic acid is formed, and anthranylic acid, from anthranylic acid, phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate is formed. Again from phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate, tryptophan is formed. You see, this is one of the aromatic amino acid, tryptophan. This is the structure of tryptophan. On the other hand, from corysmic acid, with the help of corysmate murase, an enzyme, this prephenic acid is formed. This is the precursor for production of phenylalanine and tyrosine. You see, tryptophan is formed from phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate, but from prephenic acid, this is the precursor for other two, means phenylalanine and tyrosine. These are the two amino acids which are being formed from prephenic acid. From prephenic acid in two ways. One is first this step, this carbon dioxide and water is being released, or you can say that is being out, forming phenyl pyruvic acid. Again from phenyl pyruvic acid, reductive by the process of reductive amination, phenylalanine is being produced. On the other hand, from prephenic acid, carbon dioxide is released, forming para-hydroxyphenyl pyruvic acid. Then by the process of reductive elimination, tyrosine is produced. So these three, tryptophan, phenylalanine and tyrosine, these are the three amino acids are being formed from or by the succinic acid pathway. Since the succinic acid is the key intermediate, or you can say, because this is now by the formation of succinic acid, this is the starting material, we can say. This from this succinic acid you see the cycle is completed and the pathway is completed from succinic acid. That is why it is called succinic acid pathway. It is the starting material. Now for the formation of succinic acid, these two are the initial things or initial compounds, or you can say these are the two precursors. So next, thanks for watching me or